Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Undertale. I'm JC Fro, and we're gonna have a good time. Also, the audio is a little off because I had to cut off, as I probably mentioned in the last video, everything. And then now I just re-voice over it. Um, Most of it I can re-voice. Well, I can't re-voice over it because audio is cut, and the reason it being cut is because my voice could not be heard. Everything else was fine. Just my voice. The mic went too sensitive. Human, you have to deliver something for me. I don't know if I'm gonna read this, because I know later on, since I'm looking at it through a small screen yoke, just to make sure everything's working fine, I won't be able to read some writing bits. It so far in this I've very enjoyed it. Like everything up to that last boss in the other one, the the last boss in neutral run, which was fucking crazy. What the fuck was that? Well, at least it's gone now, and I had to go. Now I have to anyway. In this one, in this run, where I have to finish off the pacifist run, like full set. Like literally, I only have to do a small thing extra for Alphys. Like Flower said, shouldn't trust Flower. Why not? So we have to go to Undyne, and I see that like it's all random cuts. I guess like I was doing jumps to here and there, so I wouldn't waste any time. Why don't it? Fuck! It's too fast. Well, I wish I could do a voice for her. It's kind of personal, but we're friends, so I'll tell you. Hotland sucks. I don't want to have a go. Wait, I'll have to go over there. Oh Jesus! So here you go. Who says we have to do it, huh, punk? The game, that's who. Well, this is probably going to sound very dull, considering the fact there will be no music in the background. Because I can't edit two audio files in, I can only edit it in one at a time. So this will just have my voice over the image. Undyne writes a lot of letters, but she can never seem to find the right words. I wonder what. Oh, wait. So when she goes. Oh, Jesus. I think this image has a slight lag view. So some of the things I can't particularly read. As it should show at the time. I actually need to figure out a way that I could probably do this smoother. Hmm. I need a better editor. If anyone has any ideas of what's a better editor than Windows Movie Maker, and I bet everything is, but uh, we can't afford to be buying ones uh, online that is like it requires a credit card or something. If there was like one on Steam that I could get, yeah, that'd be grand. Or if there was one like on a website where I could just get a card yoke, like was it redeem code kind of thing? That'd be grand. And here we are at the lab. I don't know if there's a lag here for me, but it seems that there's none going on. There are probably parts I don't understand either because I completely forgot about everything in this. It's been a while because I already know while I'm recording my voice, and I know this is going to sound odd, but I've just finished the game now, and only it's going to be split up into the first episode, this second episode, which will be half on half finished part of before the boss, half the start of the last boss, and the next one. So half will be just my voice alone, and then the rest will be proper done recording, and then the next one after that is going to be like just the finishing part, like the final boss. It was very hard to figure out how to do this, but there was like parts in it where I could make cutting space, and then the last part went too long. It went like over an hour, so I managed to just like cut a fair bit out of it, and then put like half of the long one into the shortcut one. This is gonna sound weird because I'm only putting in one, but I can't just mention like uh the whole video or any just like the whole specific part of the next video. But this will be probably uploaded like all three set up at the same time anyway. Just so like not to say it's to make it sound bad, but just so I could get this done and then go back to recording everything else and then doing some proper checkups. I don't know what to do next at the same time. I kind of want to do and like I'm continuing Digimon definitely, and I just kind of want to do um. There's this game. What was it called? This War of Mine. I don't know if you've heard of it, but basically it's a survival game using a little more tactics than just like going your usual going around, gather shit, yada yada yada. I mean, like it's the same as that, but at the same time different. It's hard to explain. It's like it is a survival game that has those mechanics, but it's 2D, like not 2D in image, but 2D in how you. Well, it's platformer basically, 2D platformer, but in a 3D image. 2.5D. That's probably it. Kind of like Mario in the like late DS games. It was like 2.5D, where it was 3D image, but on a 2D platform. And we're on the date with Alphys. Ain't that done there? All spiffy like. Just above fine. Um, I can't read any of this. The screen is too small for it. There's also I'm gonna be doing like how to plays. Like first I'll just do like how to play League of Legends and then some characters in it, or champs as you would call it. And it's kind of hard because I have to try and get some footage to fill in for like when I'm speaking about it. But it's a grand. Pardon me. Oh. Um, there may be other games that I can play with recording because recently I've been checking there's a couple of games I've been able to play more than I used to. Like, um, what's that game? Guns of Icarus. That was a fun game. Um, let's see. I don't know about Team Fortress now because that does tend to get glitchy in the middle of it, and that might crash if I use the recording. Pardon. Sure. At least, I hope everybody's enjoying the videos. I kind of doubt it, in the extent that I have not been doing well in the editing. I mean, like, cutting in and out, that's easy enough. Um, let's see. Doing like special effects is kind of hard because I'm limited on what I can do. And with like audio feed, it's gotta compile into one audio file while it's compiled. It's all gotta be put into one file because it doesn't balance out in the sense. Uh, I hope I don't. I hope it doesn't get annoying that like I talk too much about how everything's going on. It's like, it's teammates. It's not tough. It's just annoying when things don't work. Eh, whatevs. That's a weird thing to say, but let's continue with this game. Okay, so we're at the junkyard. Oh yeah, it was that. The junkyard, and there was the date. Then there's the trash can. Okay. Ah, sorry. I'm always so freaking tired. No idea why, but don't care. I can't remember if there was a fight in this in any case at all. I think it was just all like uh answering questions, maybe. Oh, oh yeah, Undyne looking for Alphys and just. I mean, how could you not? How could you not see her? Shaking there. There. Hmm. It. It is really weird. Doing recording and stuff like. Especially this is going to sound really weird because it's no background sounds and there will be moments of silence because I'm trying to focus to see if I can read any of this to remember anything. But I hope this mic isn't too loud like last time. I don't know what triggers it. It just does it by itself. It just chooses. Unless it's caused by Skype because usually there's like the auto audio settings, so it'll change it by itself, and that can be a freaking drag. Luckily, it turned off. I turned it off on Skype anyway, though, so it doesn't do it anymore. But I don't know if like Discord. Here's something I want to just talk about for a minute. When people go around and go like, "Oh, I recommend Discord and this, that, and the other," it has the best of fucking Skype and whatever that other one was. It does not. It. I mean, like it's stable. It just when you're talking, there's a random noises that always comes up, so it's kind of like taking the benefit of a freaking stable voice chat. I'd actually prefer Skype over this because we don't. The only problem we've ever had, me and my friend, was like the random disconnections and the random weakness. Even though we both are fine in the thing, but at the same time, it's like it's grand. You could just recall it. That's not a problem. But then when you have a fucking what was it? When we were trying out Discord for the first time. Oh, it was freaking. Oh, it's at the top of my head. Oh, it was like Discord, but where you have to pay for servers. Damn it! What the frick was it? What the floppy flipper? TeamSpeak, that's what it was. TeamSpeak was yeah, that's what the other one was. That it was a best of Skype and TeamSpeak. Um, anyways, on Discord there was always like, well, we only did it once, but at the same time, I think we recalled again. I can't remember if that fixed it, or I don't remember if we did twice. I can't remember. Okay. Um. Anyway, it had a noise like on my side, like I could hear him fine, and then it was just like a random noise that sounded like it was a fan. It was like it was just like, what the fuck, Discord? And then for him, it was like, oh, it was just poor quality of my side, and like everything was fine at the first, surprisingly, because usually my internet's like a fucking douchebag. Because and that it can choose on its own, but it tends to choose on its own whether we get good internet or not. That's how you end up with a bad league or online match. Because it goes like, you know what, he's at his best moment. Let's give him a little lag, or just disconnect completely. Jeez, I don't want to sound like rambling, ranting. But there is like, I don't get why people don't be honest about Discord when it's kind of obvious that there's problems. I don't understand why there's problems there either, because um I mean, like, I have seen YouTubers who use Discord as a chat, and like it works fine for them. I don't understand how, but it works fine. But then at the same time, I've seen other YouTubers use it. I think Kai, what was his name? Basically, this League player I know. Well, not know personally, but just seen on YouTube basically. And he used it whilst playing League, and to have fans. I think, yeah, he was playing with fans over the chat, and you could just clearly hear the many problems in the background over. I mean, not over him, but he can speak clearly, and I think he turned them down a bit. But basically, you could hear the whole fan problem. You could hear many scrambly voices and such, and it was just like, okay, even if you are sponsoring the freaking thing, would you just at least admit that there's sometimes problems, or if there is a problem and you know how to fix it, just mention that much? You know? Like, why wouldn't you? Ugh. If you don't want to listen to this, like, just focus on reading on the. That kind of sounds bad. Ugh. I mean, many people would probably agree. I'm not sure how everybody's going to see this video. It's probably going to be like one of the worst due to the fact that the audio was broken. Eh, some people would probably love to hear me ramble. My ass. Oh god. Oh yeah, why is it Alphys? Then she. Oh yeah, it was like a test date for freaking pen for oh god, I'm already forgetting names. Undyne. Undyne. Jesus Christ, how could I forget that name? The bitch with her spears of doom that you had to run from. That was annoying. A little bit. Like, I was just trying to like think, how am I supposed to defeat this woman? And it's just like that one random time you noticed there was a running option. Hmm. This is actually a good game if you want to try it. I mean, like, everybody's probably tried it by now, but if you haven't, give it a go. It could be fun. It's kind of like a game. A game that takes you outside of the perspective of your usual RPG. Kill something, get experience, get gold, whatever. You could still do that, but it gives you the option to not do that, to keep everybody alive and such. I mean, you get gold still for just being friendly, but As you've seen through, probably if you have watched through all the gameplay videos about this, but eh, pardon. Ooh, awkward. Um, and also, I'm gonna just say this. I guess I'll be talking about a lot of shit once the audio's off. And also, whilst I can't read the fucking thing, um, like I will be doing, as I said, how to plays, and currently I'm working on Bard, Thresh, and Alistair. But here's the problem. One, I'm not good with Alistair. Well, sorta. I used to be good with Alistair, and it kind of he's similar now, but he's just he used to be. I used to use him as a tank support. He can't even tank anymore. That's the problem. I mean, he can, but it's not as effective as any other tank. It's kind of like, oh, I'm gonna ram in, smack up, hope the ADC does something. That's the problem of being support sometimes, is that you're hoping the ADC actually does something. Like half the time, not even half the time, fuck it, fuck it. I mean, like, a lot of the time that I play support, the ADC has no sense of when to be aggressive or when to be passive, because when I'm being passive, because I'm either on low health, I'm either trying to get my mana up, or whatever, they decide to stupidly jump in and think that it was a good idea to jump in, then that would save their ass. Like, like with Thresh, they would say like, "Use your lantern," and I'm like, "I have no fucking mana." Did Alphys just jump in a trash can? I'm sorry, did I can't see that. Kind of missed it. Or she ran off. A love moment. I'm sorry if I just ranted over the loving scene. I'm gonna leave that whole ranting session for the how to play League. But the fucking music. Neighbors having some kind of weird party thing. Um, let's see. No, I'm not sure how I'm gonna split it, but I'm gonna be doing like League, introducing to League. Oh, she was in the trash can. Introduced to League first, like how to play League in general, kind of idea. And I think these might be short. I think the first one will have to be either very long because it would be explaining each role, how every mechanic works, so I can make it fair for any newcomers, or even those that probably are still playing but still have no clue about certain things. I will not mention like items, schematics, and all that. Schematic, what? Um, like the math, basically. I will mention ruin math. I will mention basic math, like the armor penetration, how that works. It's kind of actually confusing, to be honest, because it seems to not work half the time in the way it's supposed to, or how there's you can get items that give you, say, and there's magic penetration as well. So basically, there's okay. I'm gonna actually just I'll leave this League talk until the League thing. Whilst Pyre strangely jumps in for the trash. Enemy is real. Gotta tell it. It actually feel bad if you just told her enemy isn't real. No. Oh, well, actually, it'd feel worse than when somebody else tells her. But you're not going to be that far in the game, so. Because in the game there isn't that far, you can only just leave the place. I mean, you can't. Wait, it's confusing and how to describe it in the sense that you don't just leave it. Just wait, watch this, the next, and the last video. You'd get what I meant. Uh, let's see. I also heard that the genocide run is tough as fuck, especially when you're against Sans. And I'm like thinking, I kind of don't want to do it because I don't want to fight Sans. Poor Sans. He's the best character in this game, to be honest. Cause it's punny as fuck. He's punny as fuck. He's punny as fuck. Let's see. Hmm. And off to the lab we go. Where we'll stop. Everybody knows. Hopefully this does fine. Oh yeah, there's food in our fridge. Instant noodle. That's where I got the instant noodles. Alright, so next up is the lab. Read it. It's hard to read because the handwriting but you tried your best. Hey, thanks for your help back there. You guys, your support really means a lot to me. But as difficult as it is to say this, you guys alone can't magically make my own problems go away. I want to be a better person. I don't want to be afraid anymore. And for that to happen, I have to be able to face my own mistakes. That was a weird nerd accent. I'm going to start doing that now. Okay, here we go. I want to be clear. This isn't annoying anyone. Annoying anyone's. Oh, fuck. But if you don't ever hear from me again, if you want to know the truth, enter the door to that fucking. Did I just skim through this? Okay. Through the elevator! Oh shit. Oh, dog. We're going way underground. Okay. Spooky as hell. This is what I actually find weird about this place. It's spooky as fuck. I say, Tubby Fucks, well done on making this game. Because it has a strange mix where it can be both spooky, delightful, both spooky and delightful. I think it might have other senses, but at the same time, like, kind of silly. most of the way. And then people, if people saw this, it's just like, oh, Aaron, you gotta try to genocide run because that's where shit gets serious. And I'm just like, oh, I know. Hmm, many of these to read. Oh yeah, and all these, like, basically they show the past, like, Alpheus's past on what she was on about, her mistakes. Hmm, I think she was the one who tried to revive Flowey or something. Not revive Flowey, yeah. She was the one who brought Flowey to the world. I've done it. You've done what? Using the blueprints, I've extracted it from the human souls. She extracted a determination. Well, apparently each soul, according to certain people, but not from the actual game, like each soul has a different, I don't know what you would call it. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this, even though it was shit as fuck. But next time, it'll be hopefully a little bit better. So, likes, comments, subscribe. See you guys next time.